All right, so Monday Night Raw is over. It was an interesting show. What just happened? I feel like my thing's okay. There we go. Hello, King Savage. How are you? Okay, so Raw's over. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It was interesting. The beginning, it wasn't really hitting how much. It didn't really give me nothing. It wasn't nothing to really watch. I mean, it was okay, but it just wasn't something that I liked or prefer. I really, really wished that Raw had a little bit more substance to it going into TLC, but it never fails because TLC is always a hit or miss pay-per-view. It could have been better, but it wasn't that bad. You know, like it wasn't like to the point where it was unwatchable. It had its good moments. So let's just start from the beginning. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Let's just start from the beginning. Okay. Raw kicked off with this little weak ass fairy tale story from let me just post this so I can tell everybody where we at. They scored? Or they gotta stop?
They gotta stop.
Okay, we're watching the Browns game.
Ooh, that's not good.
Somebody injured?
He slipped and his knee twisted.
Oh shit.
And Lamar he not on the field. And he slipped on his own.
Ooh, it buckled. Okay, so any whoosies. Raw was
Oh, there goes Lamar.
You ready to go?
He ain't got no choice.
Anyway, we're watching the football game because the Browns are playing against the Baltimore Ravens. And if y'all know anything about football, especially with Cleveland football, the Baltimore Ravens are a former Cleveland football team. So they were sold and sent to Baltimore, but they were here. And then they got a championship right after that. And ever since then, the Baltimore Ravens have been our greatest rivals. So he's watching the football game and I'm talking to him. So anyways, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. It started off with this little weak ass fairy tale that they were telling and had Morrison dressed up like, what's his name from Braveheart? What's his name? Who was the dude in Braveheart?
Mel Gibson?
Yeah. Mel Gibson from Braveheart, this really trashy ass wig. Although I will say this, that wig was fuller than
his normal hair?
Facts. Because Morrison hair is going down. It's not holding its own. That hair is she losing a lot of luster. You know what I'm saying? Any whoosie. Y'all ain't had to call Janae no federal convict. That's messed up. Anyway, so here we go. The show kicked off with that. Sheamus came out there. The match with Sheamus and AJ Styles was okay. It wasn't something that I actually needed or wanted to watch. After that was over with, Sheamus got beat up. I understand now why Omos is being sent to the Performance Center. He is severely green to the point where he could not even execute a simple hit on Sheamus. So it looked real. It was sloppy. It was dangerous. And he just looked bad. He looked bad. I don't care what anybody says. He looked bad in that with that move. And it just wasn't good. Moving out of that, they beat up Sheamus with the chair, literally smacked Sheamus with the chair. And they ended up, sending Sheamus to the hospital, kayfabe wise. And that's where it ended. Drew McIntyre didn't come out there for Sheamus. Sheamus pretty much took a beating, and it was over and done with. He just scored. He just scored. Really?
They got him out the pocket, and the play broke down, and Marquise Brown wide open.
I just took all the wind out our sails, AJ. Just took it out. Oh, goodness. Anyway. So after that, of course, the segment moved on, and we got...
Nobody paid him any attention.
No, nobody paid him any attention, babe. No, I'm not going to be able to get through this because he's going to be yelling at the TV. Anyway, the Hurt Business had a match today going up against New Day and... what's his face? Jeff Hardy and New Day. I'm sitting there here in Baltimore hearing your comments about Cleveland. Oh, bitch. The Ravens are our greatest rivals. Outside of Pittsburgh, the Ravens, we most definitely cannot stand. Rightfully so. But anyway... You're just going to have to suffer the wrath. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we had the Hurt Business going up against the New Day and Jeff Hardy brand. And the Hurt Business ended up picking up the win over them. I mean, real talk, I didn't expect anything different from that. After that match was over, you had a little spot. And I told y'all earlier.
Like you have to rap. What the fuck kind of tackle was that?
Anyway, he over here going on. I warned y'all earlier. They went for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's a J-Hole bum ass when I'm going to tackle with my shoulder. Nigga, rap him. What is you doing?
Well, baby, the game over. Baby, don't be so mad. We fought hard and got the 35 points. I ain't
trying to hear none of that shit.
Ooh, he ain't trying to hear nothing I got to say. You know what? I can't. Shit, because I'm not on the field. Okay? I'm not on the damn field. Anyway, because fuck you on that shit. Because I didn't do nothing to you.
He got to play better than that.
I didn't do shit to you. Shoot. You not finna cuss me out. You not finna cuss me out over this game. Anyway, after the match was over, I told y'all to pay attention to Cedric. I said pay very close attention to Cedric. Cedric is out there grandstanding very hard, and MVP is like, hey, yo, calm down, fam. Cedric is going to be the reason why the Hurt Business implodes from the inside out. They're going to all kick him out together, okay? All of them. They going to kick him out because he's doing the most, okay? Anyway, moving on. You had a couple segments with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. The most pertinent part of Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton's segment was the fact that Randy asked him to play a game, led him to the back, and then set the thing on fire. Set the shit on fire. And the Fiend just comes out of it after Bray Wyatt goes in. And it's like, girl... I was like, you gonna set this man on fire? That was pretty much the best part is he got set on fire. This lady said, I mean, I would move. I understand sort of. The rivalry started before I was born, and I still don't know what it's about. I couldn't tell you what it's about. Honestly, it's very simple. The Cleveland Browns were here in Cleveland. They did not want to build the field that the owner wanted.
He was mad because the Cavs and the Indians got their field,
and he didn't get a new field, and he wanted a new field right then and there. They said we're gonna build these two fields first. So he said, "Okay, I'm leaving."
1995 took the Browns and left and went to Baltimore.
And they got the championship that year.
2002.
So they got the championship. and they continuously beat our ass like you see on the TV right now. So that's the rivalry. Our team is sitting there looking at us. That's our team. So anyway, back to back back to the convo at hand. Basically, there's also a situation with Mace and Ricochet. They had a match. I honestly didn't watch it. I hear Ricochet lost that match to Mace. Okay, if that's what you want to do. Oh, he bought. It was a complete.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was able to get that match off, and they won that. Good for him. The most potent parts of Raw were Lana and Nia Jax's match. So Lana showed some initiative today, and Raw, it was very, very important that Lana go in that ring and wrestle Nia Jax, and she did the best she could, given the fact that she won and put her face. That lady had her face in that lady's cooch. Okay, it was Nia Jax was face up, ass up. It was just poor Nia Jax. Her whole ass was in the air. All her business was out there. That was the closest Byron was ever gonna get to seeing the promised land. Okay. Did we score? What? Wow! They really fighting. Woo!
What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna...
All right. So anyway. Oh goodness. Ricochet and Retribution is the Apollo Crews of the Hurt Business. Let me put some of y'all comments up there. I seen worse. Raw, it was okay. Matches were solid. I'm iffy on that Keith Lee handicap match. I was getting to that. He didn't have to lose to Miz and boring. Ricochet and Retribution is, she called him Retribution. Is the new Apollo Crews and Hurt Business. Yeah. Anyways, so she said, I hope Nia smelled good, Lord. I'm sure Nia smelled fine. It was just, she had her whole face in that woman's ass. Anyway, I just thought that was so funny. So that was just hilarious. But it was the events that happened after that match that really set me off. So all this building for Lana to get her to a point where people actually could be rooting for her and really getting on her side, and they go and squander it by, having her get an injury. Now, we don't know if Lana was truly injured or if this was the plan all along due to the fact that Mandy had been out. They switched off from Lana to Mandy and all of that stuff. I don't know, but it just seems like Lana's situation with Asuka was a placeholder until they were sure Mandy was ready to go. And because Mandy's ready to go, I'm thinking more than likely Asuka's probably going to be pulled from that match, and they're going to have Mandy and Dana go up against Nia Jax and Shayna Basler, which Asuka should interfere and cost them the match. And then they can have a triple threat, or they could have a number one contenders match between Shayna and Nia, and then they can go on to Royal Rumble to go up against Asuka for that Raw Women's title. To me, they need to definitely... Miro is in it. This time, make the damn kick, fucker. They're not going to go for the 2 points?
No. They're gonna go for they're gonna try to go for the guaranteed points.
And then do what? They not gonna win.
They just be tied.
Oh, we're gonna have to play another quarter if it's tied.
You have to go overtime.
I can't do this. Anyways, So, so after that was over and they took Lana. Did he make it?
Yeah.
Thank God. Fucking loser. We might be up right now.
Win it.
Right.
Damn. It'd be 46-42.
Woo, Lord. He cost us the game. Anywho, so getting into Keith Lee's match with Miz and Morrison. Hey, AT2. AT2 got a big old black style party he gonna have for the Growing and Sexy on the 19th. I think it is. If it's wrong, please let me know, because if you put it in the comments, I'll pin it so everybody can see it. But he's gonna have one on YouTube this week. Ain't this week the 8th, the week of the 18th?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be on the 19th. We're gonna kiki and have a good time for a couple hours. My niece is here, so I might not be able to drink while she's here. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. She gonna have to see alcohol at some point. Anyway, it's Friday. 18th is the party. Is it Friday or the 8th? Oh, the 18th is a Friday? Okay. Oh, your birthday's the 19th. So it's the 18th? Okay, baby. Okay, babe. I'm going to be there whatever day. As long as you send me the link, I'll be there. I don't have nothing to do. I'm just going to be here with my niece. I wish we had some money. They didn't tell us. We could have kept some coins to take the girl. We had to be masked up. We could at least go somewhere. That's all right. I got something for her. Don't worry about it. She ain't gonna do nothing but eat Chick-fil-A anyway. Anyway, we going to.
I can take her here.
Y'all know. I wouldn't be mad to see Nia versus Shayna versus Asuka at WrestleMania. I don't think you're gonna get that at WrestleMania. I really think they should do that at Royal Rumble, seeing as how they have been kind of dancing around this topic of them fighting for the last year, and they just left it alone. Also, y'all give Tiff her props. She placed third in her cook-off and bakery competition and beat out restaurants and food trucks. I did. So this weekend was my birthday, and instead of me doing what I wanted to do for my birthday, I had to work. So I did a bakery competition and a sip-in shop. And I got third place in the competition with my cheesecake, and somebody won with a cornbread salad. And look at my niece's face.
I said, not exactly what I said. Some trash.
Her face was like, "Oh my God, that's disgusting." They loved it, so I can't be mad at the judges for that. The lady won with a cornbread salad. They had soul rolls, and then there was another person who was under me that won fourth place, and they were a food truck. So they had like a food businesses, cooks, and restaurants. And child, I'm gonna have to send you a picture. As a matter of fact, I could post it in here what cornbread salad is, because y'all gonna be like, oh no. Oh no. Hold on a second. Let me get the picture. It's not the most appetizing looking thing, but it's basically just cornbread, like a layered salad, with cornbread on the bottom. So yeah, I always got ranch seasoning, and okay.
Still no.
That don't sound delicious. But I guess the lady who made it hooked it up. She made it a little blackanese. Okay. I told my brothers and my sisters about it, and they said I got robbed. They said I got robbed. Oh, God. Did they get the ball back?
No, but they kept them in bounds. They got to.
Okay, y'all. So I'm going to pull it up, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I'm getting the picture up for y'all. I'm putting all these congratulations up here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Trevon. Thank you. Thank you. I'm finna show y'all what cornbread salad is in just a second. She said, I think it's salad sprinkled with cornbread on top. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, it is not. Ooh. Don't say that about that lady food. Oh, God. AT2 said she made it up, Jerry. He said I got robbed. Oh. Okay, so let me show y'all what it is. Hold on a second. I just gotta pull up the picture because I just saved it. Where is it?
Oh boy.
You gonna make it?
I don't know. He's the most accurate kicker in the history of the league.
All right, y'all. So that's what cornbread salad look like. He made it. Yeah. That's what cornbread salad look like. It is real. It is real, son. All right. This is what beat my cheesecake. I want to call them heroes. They let us come back and score. Shoot.
Our kicker cost us this game.
He did. He did.
Had he not missed that extra point in the field goal.
They said, bitch, that looked like bean dip. This is cornbread salad. So I did not win according to the cornbread salad, ladies and gents. All right. So let me get this off the screen. Oh, me. All right, so let's go back into talking about wrestling, child. So y'all still commenting on the cornbread salad. She said, I'm going to sue the state of Ohio for fraud. Don't say that, because some white people make some good food. Now, don't talk about their food. Don't do that. I got a better chance of winning in court than Trump did. Ooh, there's a mess. It looks nasty. I don't know how hers looked, so I can't say that it was nasty. I don't know how hers looked, but all I know is my cheesecake was placed third. They had soul rolls, which is like egg rolls with like soul food in it. I don't know what kind of soul food was in it, but the lady had soul food in it, and she got second place over me. I'm thinking more so like the judges preferred the savory food to the sweet, and since I was the only sweet entrant there, besides, I think my sister-in-law, she had ice cream. Besides that, I didn't see nobody else really was gonna be able to compete with what I had, so I was able to win. They said it's a no. You've been wrong. What the fuck is that? No. Oh no. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's not all that knockoff bean dip. It don't look bad. The cornbread is really at the bottom. It's kind of like 7 layers bean dip. You know that 7-layer dip that they do with the tacos and all that stuff? What are you doing?
They're just trying to do something.
Oh, this is ridiculous. It's over. It says a jail meal. Y'all barely beat us. Bitch ass niggas. Anyway. Y'all need to fire our kicker tonight. He need to go home today. Today.
He missed the extra point when we scored a touchdown.
The lady must have panicked and thrown something together. Well, she couldn't have panicked that much because she won. So I can eat sweets for days. All right, so let's get back into the wrestling. So I did win third place. I get my trophy tomorrow. And I got a couple sales out of it, and I got a couple new orders coming in soon. So it is what it is. It's a win-win. All right. So let's get back into wrestling. So what happened in wrestling? Let me just go to my phone, see what I took pictures of. Okay, so we talked about the Hurt Business, Sheamus's match. We talked about Lana's match. Now, Bray Wyatt came out there and decided he was going to crack jokes. And, of course, he said, y'all, hook kicker is horrible. We could have won if he had not missed the damn kicks, okay? So, he need to be fired tonight. Tonight. He needs to be fired tonight. I would fire him tonight. Like, you need to go about your business. Thank you, but no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Anyway, he had he basically came out there and was laughing and joking, and Randy Orton, set him on fire after that. And then the Fiend came out. There was no Bliss tonight, which I thought was a little weird, but I don't know, fam. I have no ideas. So moving on from there, that was pretty much it, other than Elias having his spot with Jackson Riker and the ending where Omos was involved in AJ Styles taking out Drew McIntyre. So the coin toss for the match was cool, but I disliked the match ending. The match with Keith Lee is ridiculous. Oh, she's shooting Punky Brewster. That's where she is. Okay. The match with Keith Lee is absolutely ridiculous. It could have been so much better. I don't think he had to win, but to lose like that was not cute. It just didn't work out, and it really wasn't good. In terms of watching it, it wasn't good or fun to watch. It really was very, very disappointing. Especially for Keith, because Keith deserved better than that. You know what I'm saying? So it was very, very disheartening. I broke out laughing when Bray came out with those jokes. I love bad jokes. Oof, it was cringeworthy to me. Yeah, they say she's gonna be on the show. Yeah, her and somebody else. Is it Charlotte that's supposed to be on the show with her, or is it somebody else? Is it supposed to be rebooting Punky Brewster and she's supposed to be in it? But I didn't know they were gonna start shooting it right now. So, anywhoosies, the show ends with AJ Styles attacking Drew McIntyre along with Miz and Morrison in tow. And that's how the show goes off. Almost throws in those big ass stairs, aluminum stairs. It's gonna be Charlotte. Okay, it is Charlotte. All right. Throws in those aluminum stairs in the ring. I guess causing a distraction. AJ Styles is able to get the drop on Drew, and he ends up taking Drew out with a elbow to him on the table, and then taking the belt down to symbolize him winning. I highly doubt that AJ Styles will beat Drew McIntyre at TLC because it's just not necessary. And quite frankly, having AJ as champion doesn't make any appeal to me. But I'm pretty sure if something were to happen, it would be Miz who would come in and try to steal from AJ Styles. So I don't even know who that is. So I'm just going to say, okay. I don't know who that is. So let's just talk about TLC so we can at least get some idea of what's going to happen at TLC. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. So I'm going to pull up these matches so we can talk about tables, ladders, and chairs. And the new category that they added to the Slamming Awards. So let's get into it. All right. Did they already move to Tropicana Field, right? They in Tropicana Field right now? There. Yeah, okay.
Smackdown was their first night there.
And now they're here. All right. Okay, so here we go. We got Drew McIntyre versus it's the new recipe for McDonald's fries. Do you think the Miz will cash in at the Royal Rumble? I don't know. I honestly don't want Miz to cash in. I feel like this. If Miz was supposed to be Money in the Bank, he should have won it at Money in the Bank. He wasn't doing anything. And if I recall, he wasn't even a part of the tournament to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match, because during that time, I think he was tag team champion during that time, or was New Day champion during that time? He had lost the belts by then, and he still wasn't a part of that. I don't think he was a part of the tournament, but I do believe Morrison was. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I don't understand why they didn't just do that from the beginning. And I know that the issue was Otis had the momentum, Otis had the popularity, but a lot of people have popularity and they still don't give them any shine, i.e. Keith Lee has a hell of a lot of popularity and they aren't really doing anything with Keith. Now, granted, he's been seen on television more times than I can count than most people, but Keith Lee hasn't really gotten that full carpet red layout service that most superstars get coming in. People like KO got the red carpet coming in from NXT, and he's been on the way up ever since. He hasn't stopped, as is the Shield. When they came in, they broke them up, and they've been getting pretty much constant TV time ever since they've been there. Same thing for the Four Horsewomen. They've been given the red carpet from the time they got there up until now. Occasionally, they may fall back or drop back, but they've been given that red carpet treatment to where they're constantly in the limelight. Keith Lee, on the other hand, has had a little bit of a up and down roller coaster style booking, and it kind of makes things a little bit difficult for me in terms of gauging what they're going to do with him. I don't trust it, if that makes sense. So let's get into these matches for TLC, okay? So Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. It is a TLC match, and I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Y'all tell me who y'all picks are. The kid who played Punky Brewster. Oh, no, she in the reboot. And okay, I'll tell me who y'all think is going to win between AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. We got Roman versus Kevin Owens. Okay, Janae says Drew. We got Roman versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. And Jamarius says Drew. I'm going full on Drew with this one. It's the 19th. It's going to be on the same day. Roman versus KO for the Universal Championship in this tables, ladders, and chairs match. I'm going to go with Roman. I want Kevin to win, of course, but I'm going to go with Roman. I think Roman's going to win, and I think Jey Uso's going to help him like he always does. If Kevin Owens wins, I'd be fucking shocked. I really would. But WWE ain't smart enough to swerve us like that. So, I mean, they gave Drew a break from being champion. I think it would be nice to have a nice break from the tribal chief for just a month or two. Anyway, so let's move into the regular match. I don't know what kind of match The Fiend and Randy Orton are going to have. I would have booked their match as a cinematic match because of the history between the two of them, but they didn't say what kind of match it was going to be. They didn't announce it. It seems that it's going to be a regular old match. I think it should be cinematic. I really do. I think it should be cinematic. But I'm going to pick The Fiend to win this match. The last time Randy and Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, clashed with each other on a pay-per-view, Randy Orton won. There's no legitimate reason for Randy to win, and this would actually give Randy a chance to leave and go on break before he has to go up against Edge again. Here's what I think they could do. So I think that they could make this match cinematic. And towards the end, he sees Edge somehow, right? And then that's how The Fiend ends up beating him. And then Randy will go on this rant about how he didn't get beat by The Fiend, but more so by his own personal demons. He could call out Edge, and then they can move into the fight with him and Edge at Royal Rumble, possibly move that into WrestleMania and be done with it. Okay. I'm going to go Fiend. Bray Wyatt has won all of his TLC matches to my knowledge. I don't think that's why he's going to win, but sure. We can go that route. Fiend over Randy, but Firefly Funhouse 2.0 would be cool. Yeah. It don't have to be Firefly Funhouse style, but it can be kind of ominous. I do think it should be an ominous cinematic match between the two because they really can carry it. Yes, whether you like it or not, this is happening. She said, I know that's not why. It's just a fun little fact. I know. I'm just saying I don't think that's why because they don't go by the statistics enough. And even they'll use them to their advantage to prove a point when it's necessary. But because they don't go by the statistics enough, that's why I said I just don't think that's the reason why. But in this particular case, the Fiend is going to will out over Randy. And I really, really want it to be because he starts, seeing things, you know what I'm saying? I really want it to kind of come full circle where it goes back to Edge and really they figure out some kind of way to tie it together because it just makes it simpler to do so. John, please change this. I don't want to hear them fools talk about they win. We don't like them. Anyways, okay, now we got Nia Jax and Shayna Basler versus Asuka and whoever. They did not announce Asuka's partner. I'm assuming that will not come until Sunday, which I think they're going to replace both of them. I think somehow Nia Jax and Shayna are going to take out Asuka as well, and they are going to be like they don't have any opponents. Mandy and Dana come out there and please God, for the love of God, give the damn titles to Mandy and Dana. Just give it to them. Just give it to them. Okay, just give them the goddamn titles. Okay, just give them the titles. I didn't know that Randy was happening. Interesting. Yes, Randy and Edge didn't continue because Edge got injured. I believe that they would have fought at Hell in a Cell, which would have ended their feud at Hell in a Cell, period. No, Ruby and Liv should get them. It's not that they can't never get them, but I don't think the titles are on Raw right now. And they haven't brought Ruby and Liv over to Raw to wrestle for those titles since they got drafted to Smackdown. They only had one match with Nia and Shayna. Shayna and Nia have not traveled from the show since then. So I highly doubt that they would give them a title shot like that. I think they're going to give it to Mandy and Dana. I really do. Nia and Shayna are somehow going to win. I think that's a mistake. If you give Nia and Shayna continue to be champions up until Royal Rumble, hello Kayla. If you let them be champion up until Royal Rumble, you most definitely are stifling your division. You've got two of the best wrestlers in your division right now who definitely need an opportunity. Why would you not allow them to wrestle against Asuka and give Asuka some formidable competition instead of putting her up against these mediocre wrestlers? And don't get me wrong, not being disrespectful to the Zelina Vegas and to the Lanas of the world. But you have to understand, when you have the competition and quality there, you don't then go for what you know isn't going to be great. Does that make sense? So they need to break them up and they need to make them either compete against each other or have it as a triple threat to go up against Asuka and leave it at that. Oh, they could connect Edge through the friendship frog coming back to life because of the Edge and Christian relationship, like a frog leading Edge to the both of them. I mean, maybe they need to drop the title so they can split and have more opponents for Asuka. Correct. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so the next match or the last match is the New Day versus the Hurt Business with Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. These are the announced matches. More than likely, there are going to be a few more. So I think the Hurt Business are going to take those titles off of the New Day. If they don't, the Hurt Business is going to split up sooner than you think. More than likely, they're going to split up during Royal Rumble. Okay? But I think that they're going to gain those titles. They haven't announced Bobby Lashley. They did announce Bobby Lashley going up against Riddle, or at least they've alluded to it. So I'm not quite sure of what they're doing, but I'm hoping that they and they don't have Sasha and oh, okay, I skipped it. All right. So Sasha and Carmela's feud heated up this week, and you've got Sasha versus Carmela for the Smackdown Women's Championship. My money's going to be on Sasha. I don't see Carmela taking this belt off of Sasha, but I do see this feud continuing out until Royal Rumble. More than likely, she's going to beat her at Royal Rumble as well. And then Carmella's going to enter in the Rumble. And, of course, Sasha's not going to enter, but Bayley's going to enter. And Bayley probably is going to win the Rumble. Which doesn't look good. So, anyway, I want Nia and Shayna to finally hit each other and get in a fight. Because both of them are so annoying as a team. I think they work well as a team. I'm just tired of seeing them as a team. What they should do is have Nia and Shayna drop the titles. Nia and Shayna have a match for the number one contender. Charlotte costs Nia a match. So we get Asuka and Shayna and finish Charlotte and Nia. Cool. She picked Sasha all the way. I think Bianca versus Bayley could still happen on TLC, but I doubt it. That probably will be on the pre-show and not on the main card unless they need a filler. And I hate to say that about Bianca, but because it's a non-title match and there isn't really much substance to their feud other than the small back and forth that they have going, I don't see it not being on the pre-show. Either their match will be on the pre-show or the Street Profits versus Rude and Ziggler will be on the pre-show. And I think they may even drop those titles to Rude and Ziggler as well. A lot of titles might change hands this coming Sunday. Oh my gosh, Pastor Porter is going to be alone after all this work, as he should be, period. He need to be alone. Shoot. So as far as I know, those are all the matches. We could get some possible matches with the IC Championship going with Sami Zayn going up against Big E for the title. We could also get Riddle versus Bobby Lashley for the title. Of course, like I said, the Street Profits could be going up against Rude and Ziggler. And that's it. You know, that's all we got going. We ain't got no more. I did not watch Smackdown last week, so I has no clue. But according to Janae, they are having a title. They are having a match this Friday. If they run back at TLC, I gather Bayley winning by cheating. That won't really do much for Bianca now, will it? Yeah, okay. I hate that that would even have to be an option, but sure, whatever. So then Bianca went and clean at TLC. Okay. I mean, Bayley has no problem putting people over, so that's cool. That's pretty much all we got. You know, we don't really have much going on. Now, let me get situated. This Wednesday coming is NXT. Now, if you guys haven't been watching NXT, you really are missing out. I encourage you to watch both NXT and NXT UK. They are both really, really good, and they will solidify your thirst for really good wrestling. So, I'll answer that in just a second. So NXT, Karrion Kross is back, and of course he attacked Damian Priest for talking out of his side of his neck at his lady. So more than likely it's going to be Priest versus Karrion Kross at NXT this Wednesday. Also, you're going to have Kyle O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne for the number one contender slot to go up against Finn Balor at New Year's Evil this year for the New Year's Eve show that they're putting on. They also are going to have Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm. And of course, they're going to have some other cool little tidbits in there for you to watch. I highly recommend that you watch NXT. Now, I did not watch AEW last week, but from what I hear, Shaq and Brandy had a back and forth. Well, this week, I think AEW Dark was on this week. Not sure when AEW Dark comes on, so please forgive me. But AEW Dark was on, and they had Shaq and Brandy Rose had a back and forth thing going on. Jade Cargill and Nyla Rose beat up Red Velvet this week, and just a lot of stuff was going on AEW Dark. And of course, a lot of things are going to go on AEW because Sting is there and everybody's excited about Sting. So you got a full week this week with wrestling. Of course, tomorrow is Impact, and they've been running Kenny Omega's skunk-headed ass over there for weeks. I mean, for whatever reason, he's been over there. They just got done with Final Resolution this past Saturday, so you'll see the results of that on Impact. Impact is pretty cool. If you like a lot of storylines going at one time and you're really interested in various forms of wrestling, be it cinematic or campy or kooky, Impact has a little bit of everything. So I really recommend that you check it out. And then of course Friday, Smackdown is going to be on Fox FS1 due to this. Is it going to be a football game on, babe?
College football.
It's going to be college football on that Friday.
One of the conference championships.
One of the conference championships. Mm-hmm. So because of the conference championship with football, they're going to move Smackdown to FS1. So you'll be able to see that and enjoy that. All right. He is a skunk head. Okay. When you see his hair, you're going to say the same thing. Okay. Let's go to the question. Who do you think is the next world heavyweight champion is going to be? Well, there's two belts. So there's a WWE Championship, and then there's the WWE Universal Championship. Quite frankly, I don't think Roman's going to give up that belt for quite some time. I think he's going to keep his belt all the way out until WrestleMania. More than likely, he will be champion until SummerSlam of the next year. I don't see Roman dropping that belt anytime soon, but something drastic has to happen for him to drop that belt. Seth is probably going to end up coming back and being the one to take the belt off of Roman. They're going to have a whole feud with each other, and it's going to lead to Seth Rollins getting that title off of him and the bloodline imploding from the inside out. I mean, which would give Roman a whole year of run as the Bloodline King, whatever. Moving into the WWE Championship. You have many suitors for the WWE Championship. So I cringe to say this. But Brock Lesnar is going to come back and wrestle, especially with the vaccine coming out and everybody being vaccinated. Brock Lesnar is going to come back and wrestle, and I bet my last $10 that they will give that title back to him and give him another $10 million contract at the same time and allow him to run with the title when they could give it to Sheamus, quite frankly, and let Sheamus be champion for quite some time. Him and Drew could have a really good feud with each other. And then on that last bout, Sheamus could win and be champion. Let it be about a 2-month feud. Let them go twice. One pay-per-view, Drew's dominant champion, and let it be done. They go back and forth and fight. They go to the last pay-per-view, and then Sheamus wins. Then he tries to get his title back that Monday after the pay-per-view is over. He loses, and Drew is out of title contingency for quite some time. That's only fair. Sheamus has been gone for a while with the injury and concussion stuff. He came back, and I think that it's only right that you give Sheamus an opportunity to prove that he still is the guy he used to be. And him being a heel champion would work out in WWE's favor right now, because I do agree. Nicole said something a while back, and I do agree with her that right now during the pandemic, you want to be entertained. And entertainment sometimes means you have to put the most dastardly people you can think of at the top of the mountain, because they're going to draw the most eyes. You're going to want to see who's going to try to take them down. It's working very well on SmackDown. I don't think giving that role to AJ Styles is smart. His type of villain is not fun to watch. It's not fun to see what he's going to do, because all he's going to do is direct everything to Omos, who can't wrestle. He's big and he's imposing, but he can't wrestle. So it's not fun to watch him. And he needs a lot of work. Okay? So I would not even go there. But moving on, I would give it to Sheamus. I know this is probably gonna sound like, Tiffany, what are you smoking? I would give it to Bobby Lashley. I would force Lashley to drop that US title to Keith Lee and not Riddle. It was not smart to put Riddle on Bobby Lashley. You should have put Keith Lee on Bobby Lashley. And then I would have started the program with double back with Bobby Lashley, him having more momentum. Him having more momentum and moving into a bout with Drew McIntyre again, and this time winning. But I would leave Lashley more so as a transitional champion, more than just having the title for a long period of time. Okay? And then you could transition him to anybody. If you want to transition to AJ Styles for a little while, be my guest. You know, you still got Miz hanging out there. I really don't like Miz being champion, but a lot of people want to see Miz as champion. I feel like if you're going to give Miz the championship, let him win it in a championship bout fair and square. I feel like he doesn't have to do these little weaselly things to be champion anymore. He's a multi-time champion. A lot of people forget, but he's a multi-time tag team and IC champion. He's not some slouch. He's a veteran in the game. So to me, he doesn't need all of that to do what's necessary to be champion. Okay? Who else? Like I said, Sheamus. You very well could put the title on oh gosh. I have to think of who else is on the roster. My bad, didn't type that correctly. Bayley winning this Friday by cheating, and Bianca winning in TLC. Okay. I'm getting up to y'all comments, y'all. I want Bianca to win the Rumble, but it's WWE, so if they're going to try and have a crowd at WrestleMania, I can see them doing Bayley versus Sasha. And the easiest way to book that is have Bayley win the Rumble. Bianca might get Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, Rich Swann finisher is stupid as fuck. That kick looked lame. I didn't see his finisher. I didn't watch Resolution, so I didn't get to see any of that. She said, no, I agree with you. It's okay, Kayla. I got you, girl. I wouldn't mind Bianca winning the Money in the Bank. Rollins versus Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania is a must. You see what I'm saying? I hate Brock. Yeah. No, not Brock. I want Brock to go away. No, I agree with you on him being a skunkhead. Girl, I got you. Keith Lee as U.S. champion, please. Do you see what I mean? Like, it would work out very well with Keith Lee as champion. Miz as champion doesn't excite me. The Miz heel work in 2016 on SmackDown was amazing. The Miz's heel work is great, period. I don't have a problem with his heel work. I'm not supposed to like it. You're not supposed to. So it's not his heel work. I don't want him to get the title with that briefcase, because he didn't earn the briefcase in the first place. He manipulated his way to getting it. And then on top of that, it's just like they're using that as a means of getting in the way of, I just hate it. And I feel like I said, Miz has earned the right to be able to win a championship straight up. If Rey Mysterio was able to win a championship straight up, then goddammit, Miz should be able to do the same. Okay? So it's like a Hadouken kick. He reels it in for 3 seconds and then goes, ha, yeah, and then kicks him in the head. Oh, poor Rich Swann. Oh, poor baby. No, that's not cute, honey. I don't like that. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to all of the shows this week, but don't forget to tune in to this, because on Friday, on the 19th, which is a Saturday, right? He's doing his thing on the 19th. I'm going to do the promo battle that Saturday. I think I'm gonna do it at 5. So I'm gonna do the promo battle on Saturday at 5 o'clock. I don't mean to sound obnoxious. Can you please follow me on IG? It's Deadly Shield Girl. That is a long name, Kayla, baby. Who is that? Somebody's calling. But I will follow you. You asked very nicely, so I will follow you. Let me look you up.
Hello? Huh.
Who's that?
Hey, Rob, what's up? How you doing? No, I was just waiting about that.
Who is that?
Your sister.
Hold on a second. I'm looking you up. It's not coming up. This is a long name. It should have came up by now. Oh, there you go. Hi, Kayla. Gotcha. Alrighty then. Gotcha. Cool. There we go. So you're followed. Awesome sauce. Now, here we go. She says, I'm going to be a judge for this promo battle. Tip, could you follow me too? My IG is Spicy Bleach Demon. Oh, you ignorant. It's a combo of Becky the Shield and Adam Cole, baby. Okay. Do you think SD needs more women on their roster? No problem, Kayla. Do I think they need more women? Yes, because you do need to have a diverse cast. Raw needs more women too. I think that it would be a lot easier if they had more women on their roster. They would be able to pick and choose who can go after championships, and they could be able to start feuds to build people up. But I think SmackDown has an even amount of women to make it work. But I do think that those tag titles need to travel from show to show, given the fact that all the rosters for every show is very small. Outside of NXT UK, you have no excuse. You're all in the same city. 2 of the shows work out of the same building. So you have no excuse as to why you can't travel with those titles. Okay. So, ladies and gents, we are done for the night. I will see you guys. I might come down here and do it Wednesday after NXT goes off. So I will talk to you guys then with NXT. Only thing I need to talk to you guys about really quickly is the new category for the Slammy Awards. Let's talk about that before I go. Everybody in the bed?
Yep. Mom up watching TV, Tay up, D and Tay watching the grid.
Down here?
No, he in his room.
Workers at?
In the bed, sleep.
She ain't sleep on the couch?
Nuh-uh.
Rivalry, Return of the Year. They just posted Breakout Star of the Year. Okay, so Breakout Star of the Year was posted on WWE. Well, not on WWE.com, but it was posted on WWE's Instagram. And so the Breakout Star of the Year the nominees are as follows, okay? So Bianca Belair is a nominee. Murphy, Dominic Mysterio, Otis, and the Street Profits are Breakout Star nominees. I think of all of these, I would have to go for the Street Profits, Bianca, and then for me, Murphy would be a close third. And then I would put Otis there, and then Dominic would be last because I just feel like even though Dominic was great, he did great things. Otis's story was a bigger story, and it was a better story. I like Bianca. Bianca came on the scene and really, really tried her best to do what she was allotted to do, which was put on great matches, show her personality, and be great. She wasn't put on TV enough. She was regaled to main event a lot on Raw. Now, her husband, Montez, however, got a better break. Montez was seen on TV just about every week, and they've been Raw Tag Team Champions for quite some time. I think by next year, they'll be champions for well over a year. And if they keep the titles past TLC, which I imagine they would, because I think they would let them drop them after they got them. Like, I don't know. I don't think they should. The Usos. The Usos. Okay, Bianca or the Street Profits. Justice for Ocean. I forgot their name. The Distinguished Twins. The Usos. So, yeah. Those are the people that I would choose for Breakout Star of the year. Okay, so y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to go. My niece has to get up at 7:30 in the morning, so she has to get up, so I have to get up, and I have to bake some stuff tomorrow. So I will see you guys in a couple days. If I don't come back Wednesday, I will be back Friday, or I'll come back Thursday and we'll talk about wrestling again, and we'll talk about NXT, and I'll watch AEW and we'll talk about that too, and I'll give you guys my whole thoughts on that as well. Overall, Raw, he said it's over when she take off them earrings. Raw was okay. It was better than last week, but it was okay. It was solid enough to lead into TLC, which I'm fine with. I'm very curious to see how this match between Styles and McIntyre is going to go. I'm also very curious about KO and Drew and Roman Reigns' match, because I have a big feeling that Jey Uso is going to be involved in that as well. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this in the replay, hello, how are you doing? Please don't forget to follow me on IG if you want to see my commentary. It was funny today, I have to admit. I had fun today. It was fun. I tried to entertain myself as much as possible with this particular Raw. So you guys make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. I gained 21 plus subscribers after I went live with my live videos. So you guys make sure you do all the rating and subscribing, and make sure you share. And I'll see you guys in the next video, probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'll be back. So, bye.